Yo, what's up, people? Hey, not sure who's on today. We got Ben Kaufman. What's up, Ben? How you doing, man? Just real quick, the quote of the day is "All we have is now." All right, all we have is now. I'm a guy that always focuses on the future, all right, but focusing on the here and now is also very, very important. All right, and a lot of people, I guess, when they think of that quote, might be thinking, um, to work as hard as they can today because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. When I was growing up, I was fairly good at thinking about like I might get injured one day, and that day might show up any day of the week. It might happen like any day this year, next year, whatever. And I always played like this might be like my last game, possibly. And I always played like that, and I never regretted it either because that's what pushed me to whole new levels. And when I finally did get hurt, I remember when it happened. I was 28 and I was in Taiwan, and I hit the ground. I think I like tore my ACL or something. I wasn't quite sure what happened, and I was like, "Oops, this is it." And then they helped me off the court, and I was like, "You know what? I went my hardest. I have no regrets." I sat on the bench and I was trying to catch my breath because it was so much pain. And then like about 5 minutes later, I caught my breath and I assessed the situation and I told the girl trainer beside me, I was like, I'm ready. And she's like, to go to the hospital? Great. I was like, no, to go back in the game. And I went back in the game like limped and I played for like, I don't know, I played for like a month on it. And I just like did some stretches and it got better. So I dodged that injury. But I remember thinking I was ready to go down. And if you can think that way, and you can just like live in the moment like that, I don't think it's a horrible, horrible thing. So one day you'll have to stop playing. So you might as well play your hardest right now. Anyway, we got Blake Bastani. What's up, Blake? All right. First things first, our elementary drills. I'm gonna say all six of them, and then I'll pick out my favorite one. Maybe I'll loop back through Ginobili layups, offensive free throw rebounds, right and right, 0 to 3 seconds down by three with free throws, and then 5-on-6 press break. Okay, I'm going to choose to talk about the 5-on-6 press break. Okay, so this is something that we would do at the end of practice. Normally, we would just play for 10 minutes, but for this practice, we would go 5 against 6, and we would have the team that has 6 press them because when we're playing against ourselves, especially like our second team, it's hard to replicate all the stuff that we do during games because the other teams are better than us, hopefully, right? So we would give our second team 6 people. And sometimes when you get being pressed, especially if you guys can't throw the ball long or you're not as experienced, it seems like there's 6 people on the court. It's crazy, right? So we try to replicate that process, and we did this all the way up until college. So it's not a foreign thing. So you're gonna just do regular press break. There's always gonna be someone double teaming you, and now you have to be extra patient and cut extra hard. All right, so you want to cut if you're on the opposite side. You want to dribble forward, and it's a pretty fun game because I mean the team with 6, I would say, is going to like dominate most of the time, but the team with 5, if you can make it across half court, that's like a feat. For us during our games, making it across half court is a feat sometimes because I put you guys up against such high competition. All right, so 5 against 6 press break is a fun thing to me. And I hope that was a fun thing for you guys. John, I just now noticed for the first time on the cover, it says what day of the week it is. Yeah, dude, I'm dope. All right. Also, only 3 days left of your challenge. Yep. Why are my comments getting deleted? I don't think your comments are getting deleted. Okay. Anyways, yes, only 3 more days of my challenge. It was a 295-day challenge. I chose to do it. Listen, straight up, I try to do it to inspire you guys to do your challenges. And I wanted to show you guys that it was possible to not give up. But with that said, all y'all gave up. But it's okay. I'm an adult. I was a professional basketball player. It happens. All right. But you guys probably want to be pros too. So if you have it in you, do it. All right. Just do it. That's it. If you don't have it in you, I mean, try to do it, but don't look at people like me who can definitely do these things and think that you're one of us. All right. Because I admit I'm not that special. I'm not. But I'm special in this regard if you don't do it. So you guys, put all your challenges out there. There's a challenge every freaking day in the book. So just do it. And right now, Blake Bastani is doing his 120-day challenge, which is getting even harder because he's adding stuff on top of it for some reason. But he's about 80 days through, I think, 90 days through. You have about a month more or a few weeks more. I'm not quite sure. All right, but you're doing a great job. Just don't give up. And Kendrick told you guys in the beginning, when I said that I wanted to do this 295 days, I said, do you think that I could do it? And I was hoping he said no, because that's what pushes me. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm definitely going to do it. And he just looked and he kind of smirked and he's like, yes, John will do it. John always does it, like that. So I took that as a huge compliment, even though he kind of said it while he was rolling his eyes. But I definitely want that to be who I am. I was perfect attendance since 5th grade all the way through school. I mean, if you show up every day and you try your hardest and you just don't give up, you go pretty far in life. So I wish if I could pass down anything to you guys, it's that. So I have 3 more days of my challenge. I'm definitely doing this. I will be on the road. It's going to be hard. I need to find some Wi-Fi so I can post the videos. I will figure it out somehow, some way, someday, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But with messing up, I can get probably to, what is that? Stop. Oh, 2 minutes straight jump roping. Listen, I've worked you out, Blake. I don't know if you can do 2 minutes straight jump roping. Maybe with a regular one. If you don't do scissors or something like that. But either way, whether you're failing or not, the jump roping that you're doing is paying off, Blake. I've seen you play, and you're getting better and better and better. Anyways, let's move on to our middle school drills. All right. For the middle school drills, we have 2-on-1 break, flares, baseline out of bounds defense, 5-second count extension, 4 to 9 seconds down by 3, 5-on-5 oldest versus youngest. I'll talk about 2 of those. One is the 5-on-5 oldest versus youngest. Again, I like this because the older players get to play against the younger ones to show what they got and show them why experience matters, why strength matters, blah, blah, blah. But the youngest players, they get to shut people up and be like, yo, you're not playing me? What? You think that you can do this? And they get to step it up in a major way, or at least they get to see where they are in terms of the older players. So they get to see what, in 2 years, I want to be at that level. So playing against them gives the younger players a chance to show off, younger players a chance to understand where they are. Also, the older players a chance to, inflict their force upon the younger group. Overall, that helps the team because it kind of unites them in a way that you can propel the team forward in a different way. So you're gonna need the young guys at some point in time, especially if it's a high school team. You're gonna need those young guys to play eventually, down the season line and things like that. So and the older players have to step it up in different ways in terms of because of their experience. So it allows for both groups to kind of show what they have. The other one I want to talk about was the 5-second count extension. This is some Chris Paul level stuff, guys. Knowing exactly what to do in the game and when to do it and why to do it. Right? You don't have a 5-second violation. Stop it. You just don't. It's stupid. There's no 5-second violations. Once you catch the ball, you have 4 seconds. But then as soon as they get to 4, start dribbling. You don't have to move at all. And then they will switch their hands and count with the other hand, and then you let them count to 4 again while you're dribbling. And then if you still don't have anyone to pass to, you can pick the ball back up again, and then their hands again and start counting. So you have 12 seconds to hold the ball. 12 seconds, that's like a third of the shot clock if you're in high school, or half of the shot clock if you're in the pros. But they don't have 5-second violations in pros. But still, you guys do, and it's not a 5-second violation. Again, you have 12 seconds of healthy dribbling or healthy holding the ball to allow people to get open. If they're not screening to get open in that time, or help cutting, something like that, then you just have a bad team. All right. So you shouldn't be holding the ball for that long anyways, but if you have to, if you must, you want to stay calm and stay cool under pressure. That's the other one that I forgot to talk about for the 5-on-6 press break as well. Stay cool, stay calm, even if there's 2 guys on you. Remember, there's 6 different windows. All right, there's up to the left, down the middle, up to the right, then there's down below to the right, and then down below to the left, and then pump fake high and step middle. So there's always 6 windows. They only have 2 arms and a head. They can't really stop all 6 windows. All right. With that, John, remember how Dylan said he wants to get better, quicker when you work him out every day? Yes, I do remember that. Is that just a question to see what I could remember? I'm not that old. All right, but yeah. All right, let me move on. Motivational story. I think the challenge gets you better quickest. The challenges. Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah, all of our workout stuff, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the skill stuff. That's understanding things. Tuesday, Thursday, especially that's understanding things. And then my hope is that you guys take those things and you like obsess about them, just like any kid would. So if you like today, for instance, um, we're doing team stuff today. But if we're doing something like reverse layups, let's say, we're only going to work on it for 10 minutes in practice. Even if we worked on it for a whole hour and just skipped everything else, that's not enough time to perfect the up and under reverse layup to the point where Kyrie Irving has it. He perfected his over working on it 3 hours a day for like 3 years. All right, so it's my hope that I kind of inspire you guys to like take it to a whole new level. So I just show you guys things, and I know eventually something that is going to stick in your head, and you're going to become obsessed about it because that's what kids do. So yes, the challenges are the extra things where it allows you to obsess, or it tells you how to obsess over certain things. And since there's so many different challenges along the years, hopefully they can inspire you in cool ways. Where it's like, if it's, let's see, a challenge today for the eighth graders, it is the day 4 of our 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. Right, that one is just 2 balls, 2 minutes a day. That's not even that much. But once you do it, I bet you don't stop dribbling after 2 minutes. Once you do it for, let's say, 21 days, I bet you don't easily stop dribbling every single day after that, because 21 days creates a habit. I mean, where it's easier to stop. No, sorry, it's easier to keep going than it is to stop. I am that old. I probably am that old. Oh, hey, Erica Smith. Too bad your son's not watching the show. What's up, dude? Anyways, Erica said that she would call me after the show. I guess I'll talk to you then. She's really seeing the whole timing of it, I guess. Anyway, it was nice talking to you earlier today, Erica. All right. Next thing we have is our motivational story of the day. This one actually, it's for the parents. So if you're a kid, tell your parents this stuff, but like in a sneaky way, okay? And this is like one of the tricks that I use to talk parents into allowing their kids to become something amazing, okay? Because yes, there's people like Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, right? Those people were obsessed. They were crazy. Especially Tiger Woods was working on golf since he was like 6 months. All right, that's insane, right? Your parents were like, you are not them. But there was also people like Rudy. There's also people like let me think, like Steve Jobs. All right, and people that like have been like focusing on one thing that like excites them as their passion. I don't think that's bad, especially when like you can balance it out by playing with your friends outside, in your spare time. You don't need to play 15 sports just because you can afford them. So this is my motivational story for that. And I start by saying stuff that the parents believe, and then I move on to stuff that they don't, so that they have to mesh those two ideas. Yeah, I'm pretty sneaky. All right. It goes, if a child loves math so much that they practice it for hours every night, I doubt many parents would worry about them getting burnt out the same way that so many parents worry about their child getting burnt out in regard to a sport that the child loves. All right, so going at a child's chosen pace is best, and parents should expect some changes in their passions. All right, so, and furthermore, I say, if you obsess about playing the piano in first grade, and then you change that, and you're like, I don't like the piano anymore, and then you go to like soccer second grade, I think all that stuff is great. I think all that stuff is amazing, because you're not practicing the sport. You're not practicing the piano. You're practicing greatness. And if you get to practice that stuff, as soon as you figure out what you want to actually do in life, that is when this is truly the limit. All right. And then you'll be like, you know what? I think I want to become a doctor. And then you get to apply all those things that you did all those years. But if all you do is bounce around from sport to sport, do everything like kind of like half butt, because I can't say half-assed on live stream, guys. All right. Then you're not really getting anything out of that. All right. So if you can understand how to apply your passion to something like greater than yourself, then you could even become like a great mother or father as well. All right. Okay, Jim. No, my name's not Jim. It's John. Okay, you corrected it. Thank you very, very much. Anyways, hey, we're gonna play one more time. We're gonna do our, what is it called? I'll give you guys another trivia question. The trivia questions are from our Hoops history page. Again, you have to know the history of hoops, the history of hoops. All right. And there's 120 different things on this page. I'm going to choose a random one. The first person to put the right answer in the comment section wins. What do you win? Nothing right now. But I'm thinking about ways. I think I have it. There's going to be ways to send the coins to you guys. And I don't know, like, if you guys can like purchase things with the coins online. That's kind of weird. But if you're ever in Colorado, you can show up and buy some stuff. I'm down. All right. I'm sending your parents out some summer camp information once I start those. So that could be a way, and maybe we can get a chaperone up here in Colorado, and then we can have everyone who wants to come from Oakland or the Bay Area who wants to show up can stay at Airbnb or something like that. Anyways, I'll make it work. But anyways, here's the live stream trivia question of the week. And I'm thinking of making these only on Tuesday or Thursday. It has to be a T since the word trivia. Yeah. All right. Anyways, here's the trivia question today. Let's go with, I am going to go with, all right, here it goes. There was the Dream Team in 1992. All right. The Dream Team in 1992 was with Michael Jordan and everyone like that, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all those people. But there was one person on the Dream Team who was not invited, should have been invited, and he wasn't invited because Michael Jordan hated him. Who is that player? All right. And if you can spell his name, extra points, because it's a hard name to spell. If you let me know, I can tell you his nickname. Nah, I won't tell you his nickname. His nickname is kind of hard. His nickname starts with a Z. There you go. That's something weird. No, too easy. You watched The Last Dance. Well, say the answer, fool. Who you got? Who is the player? Oh, you're looking up how to spell his name, probably. Again, I can't spell his dude's name. Yep, that's weird. Oh, another hint is there's a player with his name in the NBA right now. Isaiah Thomas, it is. Yep, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was by far one of the greatest players ever. And he should have been on the Dream Team. They wound up putting like a Christian Laettner on the Dream Team. Not even Shaq. Oh, you did put Isaiah Thomas. My bad. Dang, you answered it real quick. You said it too fast. I didn't even see it. All right. So yes, congratulations, Finn. You win a fake coin. Here you go, sir. It'll be a real coin in the future. But the questions will also be harder. So in the meantime, you guys can watch the History of Hoops section. Again, you're watching that stuff, so you can be hypnotized in weird ways, because, you know, like once you watch Rudy and Rocky and all those movies, you start doing all that stuff, you're gonna be hyped. It's just how it works. All right. I don't know if I know one high-level basketball player who wasn't obsessed with all those movies. All right. And I mean, so I'm trying to give it to you guys as a shortcut. Oh, your phone was lagging? I don't know if your phone was lagging. You should have like at least had the eye on Isaiah Thomas. All right. Let's move on to our high school stuff. All right. For the high school stuff, we have the 3-man weave, 1-on-1 alley, 4-on-3 scramble, patient 0-50, 100, 0 to 3 seconds, down by 3, down by 10 with 3 minutes left. And let's go with down by 10 with 3 minutes left. All right, you're down by 10 with 3 minutes left. You got to push the pace. All right, and how you push the pace, you got to do something different than what you did before, because obviously it wasn't working. So probably press. And the cool part about this, that the other team won't try to score on you as easily. Because what is our rule? If we're up by 10 with 3 minutes left, you don't take the first shot. Take the second one, unless the first shot's like wide open. So now if you're on defense down by 10, you can gamble in ways where you couldn't gamble before. All right, so you can extra trap them. You can maybe even swipe at the ball and get a few fouls, because you need a few fouls because you're going to be in the bonus. So your aggressiveness is going to be sky high. All right, and then on offense, we break our rules. All right, I'll talk to you about the 0-50, 100 in a second, but now you can shoot on the first shot. Now you're going to try to like press the situation, try to go for fouls, things like that. All right, so if you're down by 10 with 3 minutes left, everything's kind of out the window. You don't have to act a fool. You don't even need threes right away, but you need to pressure them, getting them to throw the ball. You can double team out of nowhere if you want to, and you can go in for hard layups. Try to get fouled. You could maybe even like crash with 4 people instead of just 3, and you can just basically just change the game and take it up a notch to see if the other team folds, because a lot of teams get pressured. They feel so much pressure, and some teams they even try to stop scoring. That's just dumb. We make sure that we tell you guys if you're up by 10 with 3 minutes left to slow it down. Don't take the first shot, but after that, it's still basketball. You're still trying to score. Oh yes, Ben Kaufman has an Android. Androids are the less cool versions of the iPhone. I think it's what poor people have. I'm not really sure. Anyways, but that brings me to my 0-50-100 one. For the most part, when there's not 3 minutes to go and you're playing the game, y'all got to be paced out. You got to pace it at a good speed so that you're not just chucking up shots like every high school team tries to do. They just come down the court and just chuck shots. If there was a 10-second clock violation, nobody would hit it. You got to take about 7 to 8 seconds to shoot. That is not basketball. When the Warriors do it, they shoot within 12 seconds. That's insane. During their heyday, that was insane. But they were so amazing shooters, they got away with it. You guys are trying to shoot faster than the freaking Warriors shoot, and you guys do a horrible job at it. So 0-50-100. The first time that you touch the ball, don't shoot. Don't pass for an assist, and don't drive. The second time that you touch it, 50% of the time you want to shoot or pass for for a layup, or you want to drive. And the third time that you touch it, you want to definitely shoot, pass, or just throw a dime right through everyone else, no matter what. You just want to chuck up the shot, whatever. And if you go by that rule of thumb, you're going to get at a pretty good pace. You're going to be passing the ball, cutting through, knowing that you're going to get it back. That's a different type of offense. You're going to be working the defense so that the defensive players are kind of border playing defense. They're going to make more and more mistakes, so you get to capitalize on those mistakes. And you get to have time of possession. Time of possession is huge in a few sports. Football, soccer, and I would even throw in chess, because they keep time, and of course if you have more time to think, whatever, right? But for basketball, it's just as important. You just don't see it. There's just no clock that's going to be switching off. But if you have the ball and you use the shot clock and they don't, and you go for 24 seconds and they go for 8 perpetually, yeah, you might lose because they're that good. But at the end of the game, you have the ball 3 times more than they do. And if the game were, let's say, 40 minutes, that means that they have the ball for 10 minutes and you have the ball for 30 minutes. I know my math is hella good, but you have the ball for 30 minutes. And if that was the game, let's just say, hey, you guys have 30 minutes on offense. Every time that you miss, we give you the ball back. You just keep going for 30 minutes. And this team only has 10 minutes to do the same game. You should probably beat that team. So just having more time just helps in general. Not to mention the fact that if you were on defense, and I said, hey, D up this team for 10 seconds. Can you do perfect defense for 10 seconds? You'll be like, yeah. But I'll be like, can you do perfect defense for 24 seconds? You'd be like, it's a little harder, especially if they keep passing the ball. So you want to make them play defense, tire them out, and take away their offensive shots so that they're shooting far less shots than you. And then in the end, you wind up winning. And it's a smart way to win a game. So be patient. Let's go over, I do have a lot of time left, about 6 minutes. I want to go over the movie for the day. So again, all the movies, if I say them real quick, so first grade all the way through 12. First grade, Cars. Second grade, The Babe. Third grade, Cool Runnings. Fifth grade, Blue Chips, which is just reviewed by Finn Kaufman. Sixth grade, Eddie. Seventh grade, Cinderella Man. Eighth grade, Gridiron Gang. Ninth grade, Draft Day. 10th grade, The Damn United. 11th, The Color of Money. 12th grade, Any Given Sunday. And I skipped 4th grade on purpose because today is March 4th. All right. And I said that I would talk about each movie. And I did not know this movie, I got to be honest. But the 4th grade movie is Breaking Away. I looked it up on Wikipedia. Turns out it's a cycling movie, but it's also like a movie about a coming of age story between some stoners. Stoners are guys that like do drugs and stuff like that. So don't do drugs. But I guess the word stoners was like bad back in the '79 when it was like made. So they used the word cutters. So they like to be called the cutters. All right. But this one kid is like really, really into cycling. And he like became like almost like a professional cycler, and he's going against some like French guys and stuff like that who like blew out his tire and things like this. And he's like trying to get this girl and all this stuff. He like falls and like breaks his legs, and then they like tie his legs to the to the pedals because he's like the best guy, and they're like thing. But I'm pretty sure in the movie you're gonna see like the ins and outs of the racing culture and the hard parts of it, and just one's determination on being on a team where he's responsible for more than his fair share. All right. So again, I can't recommend this movie, but I can't not. But I will say this: it's a fourth grade movie, and it's about cycling. Our fourth grader, Leandre, I think he's in fourth grade, or he's in third. I think he's in fourth. He's from France. So I mean, dude, Leandre, Tour de France. Ho ho ho. All right. So you watch your movie, dude. All right. People hate on Trey Young. What John Trey Young is doing? Are you talking about him like finagling fouls out of everybody? If that's what you're talking about, it's the same thing that James Harden does, and it's a smart play. If you don't want players doing that, change the rules. I don't mind it. Yeah, the fouls. Yeah, I really don't mind it at all because I mean, Luka Doncic does it. This guy named John Sanders does it. Seriously, like you have to manipulate the rules in your favor anytime that you can. And for the NBA, since it's an entertainment industry, they're really like weird with the rules in the first place because they kind of want to favor the offense. So those offensive players taking advantage of that, they're only doing what they need to do to win. Right? And it's not cheating. You're literally going by the rules. So it makes the defender's job really hard, and sometimes they can't guard them. But I love manipulating rules. As long as you don't break the rules, I mean it's all good. So it's on the NBA to change those rules, and I admire Trey Young for using them. And heck, if you're a person that gets a rule to change, now you're like up there. We talked about it before, Finn, with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who they outlawed dunking while he's in college, so he shot hook shots. Shaquille O'Neal, they said, well, we got to allow zone now. They changed the rims because he was breaking them, because he's a game changer. Right? And I mean, like all these people, like Jordan, they had to change the rules for him as well. All these people who are changing rules, taking rules and just destroying them. Those are how that's how basketball has evolved all this time. And those players are upper echelon thinkers, and I can admire all of them. So screw the rest. Too bad for other people that he is good at drawing fouls. They should learn the rules and blame the rules, not Trey. Yes, definitely. Wilt Chamberlain had a quote. You're going to give us the quote? All right. I assume that. But yes, when they change the rules, that's when we'll change our game. The only people that I hate for this, though, Floyd Mayweather, seriously, he just hits people one time and then runs away. That's lame. But that is the rule. Change it. And James Harden's kind of annoying. How he just like makes other people foul him, and it's like, dang, you really can't avoid. It's like there is no win. He's so smart at it. But other players need to learn how to do that. And when you defend it, shoot, the rules are against you on defense. You got to figure it out anyway. So when you have some defender who's like extremely good, give him even more props. Walt said to Jordan, the difference between you and me is that they had to change the rules so I couldn't dominate. They changed the rules for you so that you could dominate. They did help out Jordan a lot. People were complaining that Jordan like got every single call. Same thing that they say about LeBron, all right? But they were hacking the crap out of Jordan. So that was like, it is what it is. Shaq, they were just fouling him so much. They took 3 people to guard him, so that they had to change that rule as well. But Wilt was a bad mamma jamma. I'll give him that one. Anyways, we're almost done here. I think we have tomorrow, and that's my last day of it. Eventually, starting in, I want to say April. I want to get this thing perfectly done by April, but I will also add 2 more days. We'll do Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, especially if I can get another host to help me out. And then during that time, since I'll have like so many coaches, I'll have like 15 coaches. I'm going to get one coach or each coach to do like a co-host on the live stream, like once a month. So it'll change who the co-host is, and maybe that might change like the vibe and the thing of it, because you guys might think that you're annoyed of my voice. I'm annoyed of my voice. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, my monotonisms need to just stop and get out of here. We need some fresh blood in here, guys. We'll get it. John is Ty, the dude who runs the adult league. He does not run the adult league. He would say he does, though. No, he's on my adult league team. Yeah. You're still streaming next week, right? Yes, I will be streaming from here on out, live, straight, and I'll get my PC built once I show up in Colorado, but it might take me a while. Hopefully I can pay someone to do it for me. We'll see. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Great job today. Who got it? Finn Coffin with the trivia question. All right. See you guys later. Peace.